Hey, what's up, YouTube and Twitch? Me and Brian are gonna play some games and talk about PlayStation 5. There's a little bit of news that came out, so we're gonna talk, maybe speculate, maybe talk about rumors, and play. To start, we're gonna play this game called Gauntlet, which was free on PS Plus a little while ago, but this will be my first time playing it. We'll probably switch to some other stuff later, but Brian, you want to say what's up?
Yep. What's up? My info is somewhere.
Yeah, I have it in the description of the stream, and I think it's on the bio on Twitch as well, so all of our gamertag shit is in there, so that's good. But
Cool.
yeah, lately I've been playing like Gran Turismo like usual. I've also been playing Watch Dogs 2 and Metro Exodus. I've been doing my New Game Plus run on Ranger Hardcore. That's been fun. Some VR stuff, not as much as I want, but gotta make more time for it. And on Switch, I've been playing a lot of Trine 2 with Christine. Also, Xenoblade Chronicles 2. Been having a lot of fun with that. Oh yeah, I tried that game Left Alive that I won from PlayStation Lifestyle. It's not the greatest. I can kind of see. I've only played a little, like an hour, but I can kind of see why it got shit on in like magazines or like the press. But I think that's about it. I mean, I haven't played too much else other than that. But what about you?
I played so little, I have to double check to make sure that I've actually only played like 3 games. Mostly Final Fantasy 14, yep. And on Switch, don't even remember. It's been a long couple weeks.
Yeah.
Mostly Final Fantasy 14 though. That's basically all I've been playing. Despite it being an MMO, there's quite a bit that you can do by yourself that can be paused instantly if children are being children.
Even though it's an MMO? That's kind of surprising.
Well, there's a lot of like crafting and gathering you can do, which is not always the most exciting stuff to do in the world, but you know, you can literally... I'm not even exaggerating or being facetious in any way by saying you can, if you're a blacksmith, you can swing your hammer and just stop for 10 minutes if you really need to before swinging the hammer yet again, creating the same one item. So it's pretty convenient in that regard.
That's cool.
And I'm still getting trophies as a result of that.
Damn.
It's the game that keeps on giving. My first trophy was in 2013.
Jeez.
And I'm still getting them.
Damn, yeah, it'll probably take me 6 years to get all the trophies in Gran Turismo. Or at least one of them. Like, because I am getting closer to the crazy ones, like the 90 victories online. I'm at like 64, so but it's really, from what I've heard, the real crazy thing is hitting level 50, because it takes like every level that goes up takes an exponential amount of more XP, and I'm only at 45 now, which may seem like I'm close to 50, but it's not. Apparently, to get from 49 to 50 has like, it takes more XP than it takes to get to level 40. So, yeah.
Exciting.
Yeah, not really. Because it's like, I thought the tough part was going to be getting 90 wins in 65 pole positions. And I'm up to 46 and 64 on those. And so yeah, that alone, just getting the extra 20 or 30 is going to be enough. But yeah, no, like it might take me a while before I get that XP. I hope not, though. Because it's actually a lot. I thought it would take a lot longer to get the platinum, but it seems like I'm closer, except for that XP thing. So they should just like get rid of that trophy or just like fix the level up system. Because yeah, no, it takes an insane amount of XP apparently. Like yeah, like I said, getting to level 40 is actually easier than getting from level 49 to 50. Which is stupid. It shouldn't work that way. But it does. But
that's how they keep you coming back.
But anyways, I mean, this has been a lot of news except for like that weird reveal about the fucking Zelda and Mario VR stuff with Labo.
Well, yeah, Nintendo is doing its own little VR thing, but it's more akin to like the Samsung or Google things that you slide a phone into onto your and then wear, but instead it's you put a switch in a cardboard thing and you hold it in place on your face because there is no like head strap.
Yeah, that's the craziest thing to me. How are people gonna play Zelda or Mario in VR when there's no strap for the?
I don't know. I don't know. I think the point of it is to hold it up to your face.
Because it's like you can't play Zelda without touching the controls. You still there?
Yeah. I was checking my elf's equipment.
Okay, I think we both have our mics on in-game. So I know how to shut mine off. I don't know if you know how to shut yours. But yeah, we should do that. I mean, you might just have a mute on yours, but I actually have to set it to the right mic. But I know how to do that because I've had to a few times recently. But, what?
That would mean that my camera is picking up.
Yeah, that might be the case.
There we go.
There we go. Now I have it set to my headset, which has a mute on it, so we're good now. Sweet. Alright. What were we just talking about? Oh, Zelda, VR, all that stuff. It's hilarious that they have the no strap. Like, I'm still very confused because it's like to play Zelda and from the looks of it, Mario, you need to be actually holding controls, so I don't know. What do they want you to like put it on a table, then you lean your head on against the table or something so you can see? So
well, I don't know what the deal is with Mario or any of the mini games. I mean, I assume the mini games you hold them to your face, but with Zelda specifically, they mentioned that you don't use it for everything, but you use it to like look around and inspect equipment and stuff like that. I'm not 100% sure how that would work, but
in the little trailer they did it, they kind of made it look like you're actually playing and you're controlling the camera, and the VR is just the camera. That's what they made it look like in the trailer, at least.
Possibly. I would see it.
Where only the strongest will prevail.
Yeah, I did. In the Mario thing is more of it's more of a stationary camera, while Mario is just like climbing stuff around you and getting coins like usual, like sort of like Astrobot, but not as cool. Astrobot rules. But I don't know. I don't know how they're gonna do it without a strap, but we'll see. But yeah, we also had some maybe crazier news, which is the main thing we're going to talk about, which is PlayStation 5. There's some more information about it, and some pretty cool stuff, and some stuff that I actually sort of called the other night. We were playing like Splatoon, right? I think.
Whoa. We called. Let's not.
I was the one who said it, though. That said that it would be cool if they put an SSD in it.
I think we both said.
You backed me up, but I was the actual one who brought it up, so I called it. It was me, all me. I'm the genius.
I feel like this is just like that episode of South Park. I'm
in Mark Cerny's head. All right. No, but yeah, apparently that's where all the info came from. But Mark Cerny, he's the architect of the PS4, and just like, I don't know, this genius dude that works for Sony and develops games, and used to develop a lot more games back in the day. Like, he's mainly known for developing Knack more lately, but he also did the original Crash Bandicoot and stuff. So, but yeah, no, he's the lead architect for the PlayStation 5, and he was for the PS4. And in an interview, he was talking about a few things. Like I mentioned, the solid-state drive that the PS5 will apparently have is supposedly going to be like specialized, but the example they used is Spider-Man on PS4. Like, they showed a loading screen where it took 15 seconds on PS4, then on a PS5 dev kit, it took 1 second, thanks to the SSD, which is kind of amazing. That's a huge difference, obviously. I think it'll actually be kind of weird to be playing games with 0 loading times. At least a game like that, like, you're kind of used to seeing that sort of loading time, and for it to have none, I think it'll be jarring at first. But yeah, that's apparently what's going on now. They didn't give much details like on how big the SSD is, but I am expecting that, you know, like we were saying the other night, that they're going to use it for caching purposes, and basically games that you're playing often or more recently, it'll be able to cache some data so that the loading times are just much quicker than they otherwise would be. And that wasn't the only news. Like, if I don't know if he specifically said it, but every like website is saying that backwards compatibility with PS4 is confirmed. But again, I'm not sure if they're just assuming that because they demoed Spider-Man running on a PS5, or if it's actually the case. But it was expected, but it's awesome.
There were some patents or something that alluded to that fact.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
It's kind of a given based on like Xbox and how great of a feature that is on the Xbox right now to be able to have the full backwards compatibility, even going back to the original Xbox. You know, it's a great. Yeah. It's a great consumer-friendly move of them to be able to offer all of that. So it makes sense, especially with the exclusives that Sony has, to be able to offer something similar.
It would be a mistake to not have backwards compatibility too, I think. At least with PS4. But yeah, no, so they also confirmed it's going to work with PSVR, and they hinted at there being like a newer version of PSVR as well.
While also still working with current models. Yeah.
Yeah, I did say that. Which is good for me because I obviously have a PSVR, and like I don't see any need to buy the newer VR. Like, unless it does something drastically different, like if it has more than one sensor for tracking. Like, if it's not just the camera, the PlayStation camera, then I might consider getting a second one. But as far as the resolution, I don't care. I think just having games run at a higher resolution or have better anti-aliasing on PS5 alone is more than enough. Like, I think people complain about the resolution of VR too much, but I think it's just because they've maybe played games that don't have the best, quality. Because there are some games like Wipeout Omega, especially, that just look spectacular and totally sharp, and that's because even on a standard PS4, it's actually 1440p downscaled to 1080, which is kind of impressive for a standard PS4 game. I mean, you can't even do that on a TV, believe it or not. So it's kind of fucking cool that it works. But yeah, I mean, when there's like good AA or downscaling, like, I think the current PSVR looks great. There's just some games are blurrier than others, especially if you have just a regular PS4. And I can already see on PS4 Pro that having a little bit better hardware leads to the VR looking much better. Like, that, to be honest, that is probably the biggest benefit of having the PS4 Pro that I've seen, more so than even, you know, playing on a 4K HDR TV, is actually the PSVR games. They're probably the most noticeable difference I've had from getting a PS4 Pro. So I think it'll be cool that PS5 is probably going to do the same shit.
Okay. And we'll find out about it probably next year.
Yeah, I wonder if they'll probably discuss it at PSX though, don't you think?
I don't know. Good question. How do I use motions?
I think they might. Like, I think they will do PSX this year, especially since they're not doing E3. I mean, they'll probably have to talk a little more, or at least do a release date for Last of Us Part 2, since it's seeming more and more like that game's not coming out this year. But
it still might be a surprise.
Well, there was other stuff that he talked about. Trying to remember. Oh, I think he gave some details on like the CPU and graphics card in it. Like, I guess it's gonna be AMD Ryzen and like a newer graphics card standard that they're working on called Navi, which is kind of a weird name for it, especially considering I just finished playing Ocarina of Time the other night, the other night, which I forgot to mention earlier. That was one of the games I've been playing, and I finished it up. But yeah, there are also some rumored stuff, like, you know, like usual, leaked, coming from like a source that, you know, we don't know if he's telling the truth or not, but the specs of it are kind of fucking insane, and make the Xbox One X look like a joke. It has, you know how the Xbox One X is 6 teraflops, and they made a huge deal about that? PS5 is supposed to be 14, which is more than I would have guessed. What's really crazy is the amount of... Oh, yeah, one of the other things that he did officially say is that PS5 is going to have support for 8K TVs, which to me seems unnecessary. I mean, I guess it's good that they're at least going to support it as being future-proof, but as far as running games at that, pointless, in my opinion. Like, we've barely experienced 4K with gaming yet. Like, I mean, there are some, you know, the games that support it on PS4 Pro or Xbox One X, yeah, sure, there's those, but it's not a standard yet. So it's like, it seems a little weird to me they're already talking about 8K when I don't even think there are 8K TVs out there. You know what I mean? But I guess it's good to be future-proof.
They are. They're not cheap, but they exist.
Yeah, I mean, and they also did actually do a few demos with Gran Turismo Sport, of all things, at 8K with ray tracing. That was another rumor that Gran Turismo 7 is going to be a launch title for PS5. I highly fucking doubt it, but I guess we'll have to see. Although I guess it's possible since they did put out Gran Turismo 6 a month after PS4 came out, and really they should have just, if they had been smart, they would have just put it on PS4 from the start. But still, I almost guarantee it's going to get delayed, even if they plan it to be a launch game, because it's a Gran Turismo game. They always get delayed. But back about the specs. The craziest part was probably the RAM, which was 24 gigabytes, which is 3 times what we have in PS4 and double what we have. I mean, what Xbox One has. But that wasn't even all of it. There's also going to be 4 gigabytes of DDR4 RAM for the OS, which is also a lot. And that's like what PCs are using these days, like as the latest standard. It's, I don't know, it's like somewhat hard to believe, but I kind of hope it's true, because it would be, that means PS5 will be much more future-proof than the PS4 was. I guess we don't know much else about the CPU though, so hopefully it's not like underpowered like the PS4 one is, but we'll have to see. But the rest of the rumored specs are insane, and that's what makes me wonder if they're true. But
I don't know how to revive you.
I don't either. Oh, okay, I guess I can do it. Okay, what's it called? But
there's also been a bunch of other rumored things, like you can't kill that.
Work.
No, you gotta run away from it. There's the whole upgradableness of it, how it's seemingly modular, that so instead of a PS4 Pro we get
that would be better, I think. Yeah,
almost like the N64 expansion pack.
Yeah,
which would be far better.
I think the only issue I could see with that is it's harder to do like an expansion pack that would upgrade like the CPU or graphics card performance, while the expansion pack for N64, what that did was expand the amount of RAM, which did help in a lot of games, and would actually help with PS4 Pro as well. But I'm wondering how they're going to do it. It would be kind of cool. I think it would be a much better option than making a whole nother console. Certainly more consumer friendly, because it would be a lot cheaper.
Has returned from the grave.
But
Yet again.
yeah, like those rumored specs make me think that unlike PS4, they would be selling the PS5 at a loss, at least at first. Which was kind of more of a thing of the past.
I don't think they could sell for any more than 400.
Oh yeah, that's the other thing, the pricing. Like, I think they're smart enough to know that they cannot charge more than 500.
500
absolutely
is too much.
Not. I agree. But I think they know that they could never even try to go more than that. Like,
I mean, worth is one thing, but you had when the PS4 launched, it was 400, and the Xbox was 500, and a lot of it was, maybe not a lot of it, but enough of it was Kinect-related pricing, but still the price difference between the two was
huge.
Was kind of outrageous, yeah. So of course PS4 had a lot going for it, next to the Xbox One, but you know, that was another thing. It was $100 cheaper, and people don't want to go back from that. I don't think. I think it.
I agree. I think 400 is the sweet spot for a console. Like, at least like a, you know, modern console. Like, PS4. Maybe not so much for Switch. Like if that was $400, that would have been a huge mistake. But
yeah, 300 was a great price for it, and that's why it's one of the reasons it's done as well as it has. 400
Yeah.
for PS4 is kind of a must, or PS5 rather.
yeah, I mean, especially if those specs are to be believed that they leaked or whatever. I mean, they're pretty crazy, and it would be a very high-end PC actually. Like, I don't even think the 2080 Ti, which is like the newest top-of-the-line graphics card, other than the Titan, has 14 teraflops or 24 gigabytes of graphics RAM. So that's what makes it a little hard for me to believe, or like too good to be true. It would be fucking sick if it was, because I mean, they could do some serious shit with that. Like, not even just graphically, but also like the fact that they're putting an SSD in there, and probably got all sorts of other shit up their sleeve. Like, there were a few like really cool innovations that PS4 had, like you know, share play. Also, what's the other thing I was fucking thinking of? Can't quite remember, but yeah, like I feel like they have things in mind that they're not just trying to rehash what has been done before on, you know, PS4, like make like basically a more powerful PS4. I feel like they're trying to make something even better than that, with even more ideas that maybe people wouldn't have thought of. And that's, I think, is really cool. Like the whole SSD thing was one of the ideas that I think could really make things like awesome for gamers, and I'm glad to already hear that they're doing it. Because like literally just the other day it kind of popped into my head and I mentioned it, we talked about it, and it's just fucking kind of crazy that within a week they already confirm it.
And it makes sense. I mean, solid states are really convenient and nice and handy, especially when it comes to booting up system software. I mean,
Yeah.
It's night and day when I boot up my laptop, and it's just, you know, it's done in seconds from off to ready to do anything. And having that applied to a game or something like that, it's just, well, maybe not a game because of limitations and price and stuff like that, but even system software, or going to the store, or doing almost anything. I mean, I'm sure you know, but some of the things on PS4 are a slog right now because of external hard drives and so much space being taken up. And
yeah, I mean, mainly it's like help. Online stuff related, or stuff that's like really small files, or just like a huge amount of, like, not even massive files, but just like a shitload of smaller files, like your trophy list, your game saves, or if like you're going to check your hard drive like space to see, you know, how many games you have. If you have, you know, hundreds like me and you probably do, it's very slow to access that stuff because we're using slow mechanical hard drives, laptop hard drives really. And well, actually, even I'm using a pretty fast desktop hard drive for my external, and even that is not super quick to access all that stuff. And an SSD will help with that greatly, especially because I assume they're going to put the OS on there. I assume they're going to put game saves on there. And then they'll probably use the rest of it for caching games that you play often. So it's like it'll save like the key parts of data from those games so that it will be able to load in things quickly, and just everything, the whole PS5 itself will just function as smooth as fuck, that, in a way we're not even used to. Like, even PCs aren't that quick, because, I mean, it's mainly because Windows is a slow-ass fucking operating system, so even if you have an SSD, it's still barely as fast as a console, like, as far as starting up, just because there's so much less involved with consoles, like, because they're just for gaming mainly, so much simplified interface that just starts right up. Well, with an SSD on PC, you need the SSD to have it start up within seconds rather than minutes, or at least being able to use it. Like, when I got an SSD, now it takes about 10 seconds to restart or turn on PC, which is, I mean, about what it takes for a PS4. But I would, like, before I had that SSD, it would take minutes before I'd actually be able to use the thing. Like, it might start up and turn on in a minute or so, but everything would be super slow. And so imagine what if SSD literally cuts down the PC's usability time from minutes to mere seconds. Imagine what it's going to do for a console. It's just going to make everything smooth and fast as hell. It's going to be pretty awesome, I think.
Mm-hmm.
What the hell? I set it to be a private game. Why? Great. Great.
Well, I guess we're just going to do a quick match with Alejo Chave.
Yeah. Might have to mute him.
Still alive. Welcome then.
Oh, I wish.
Oh, he's
Do you
super
have
high level,
Helldivers on here too?
I might.
Cause yeah, that's a really fun game. We should definitely play too. And it's made by the same people as this, but that one's a shooter.
Is that supposed to make me scared?
Death takes all.
But yeah, I think it's a good thing that PS5 will have the backwards compatibility. That for sure. I guess it's maybe a bit worrying for some people that wanted PS3 and PS2 compatibility that they haven't confirmed that. But who knows?
I don't think they will. That's probably a little too. It's doable, but
oh, pretty easily doable. At least the PS2 and PS1. PS3, not very easy at all. But
yeah, I mean, the way Microsoft did it, I honestly have no idea how they're emulating Xbox original games.
Because those are all like much more similar to
The endless cycle.
the Xbox One, because it's like, you know, PS3 was like, and PS2 and PS1 actually were nothing like PC architecture, while Xbox 360 and Xbox original were. So that's why they're able to do it on Xbox One. But PS2, at least, like, it's so much less powerful than PS4 that it would be pretty easy to do even on PS4, and they actually are doing it. I mean, that's what the PS2 classics are. I mean, they haven't done PS1, but I mean, literally, that's what the PS2 classics are on PS2. PS4 is just emulated PS2 games with trophies put in there somehow. So I'm not surprised at all that they got original Xbox working on Xbox One.
Do not have Helldivers currently installed.
Shit.
Let me see. How big is it? Let me see how long it'll take to install.
I think it's pretty big, actually. Or not like enormous, but it's at least a couple gigabytes.
Well, shouldn't be a problem in theory.
It's 8. Is do you have Alienation or Nex Machina? Although, or is that single player? I think that might be single player.
Champions of the dead, come and face me.
But also, we can play Ghost Recon Wildlands.
Alejo Chave is impatient.
Yeah. I'm trying to stab him. But there's no team killing in this game, apparently.
Oh, I'm not even in the game right now. I'm looking. This is the problem I run into. Just the system lags out. I've selected Helldivers, but then it just stalls out.
Shit.
There we go.
Cheek.
Ah, skeletons. More friends for my collection.
But yeah, the other thing they did confirm is that PS5 will support physical games. I mean, I think it was kind of obvious that they would, but you know.
Oh, there's no way that they wouldn't.
Yeah, I mean, there's some dummies that want like all digital, but yeah, not me. And I think luckily they're smart enough not to even try that yet. I hope they never do. Honestly, because I think there should always be the option.
Xbox did just reveal a new Xbox One that's all digital.
Yeah.
Amateur, you destroyed the food.
Just kind of
It's
odd.
not. I mean, it's actually not. When you think about it, they also unveiled a new bundled subscription service, both Xbox Live and Xbox Game Pass, bundled together for like $15 a month. So between those two, in theory, you're all set. You don't need anything else. And Xbox Game Pass is already pretty great. So you download those games and essentially, assuming that's what they're focusing on, you don't really need discs if you focus on the Game Pass, which isn't, you know, the greatest thing for certain people who are dead set against all digital.
Yeah, I mean, I don't like it because it's like you can't resell games if you want to, and mainly because you don't own any of your games at that point. That's what I don't like about digital, is it's tied to your account, and there's a number of ways that you can lose everything that you spent money on, including myself, because I have a lot of digital games too. And yeah, I just don't like the fact that there are a number of ways that you can lose all of it, and there's no recourse whatsoever. Even if it's like you know, hacked. So Sony, well, all the companies did. They don't even try to get it back from the hacker. So it's pretty irritating. Like they really need to put something in place for that, to protect against that sort of online theft, because they can. I mean, they have the power to protect people from that sort of thing. They just don't. Like, for whatever reason, I don't get it. But they don't do anything about it when people's accounts are stolen from them. It's pretty messed up, I think. But I hope if they really want to make it like an all-digital future, I think they really need to change that.
This is the power of the dead.
He's done it. You're in for a treat.
I don't see all digital still for a little while.
I'd still rather... Well, sorry, go ahead.
Xbox just has its console as an option because they are heavily promoting his Game Pass, and for good reason. It's a pretty damn good value. I mean, that's why. That's the only reason why I can see it, and I'm not surprised by it. Dick. Just gonna take all this golden chicken now.
Oh, there's a key down there. Yeah, no, I would never buy an all-digital console.
Sony's tried it before. PSP Go.
Oh, yeah. I mean, there were some cool things about it, but yeah, I mean, especially for PSP, it's a terrible idea, because actually, like, there's a shitload of PSP games that you can't buy digitally, unfortunately, which sucks, because it's like now, I mean, the Vita is basically an all-digital PSP console, and yeah, there's actually a good amount of PSP games that are really fun that you can't play on Vita because of that. So yeah, now that was probably the shittiest thing about PSP Go. Although it was kind of the original Switch, because it, you know, had a dock that would set you up with the TV, and you could even use a DualShock 3 with it. It was kind of the Switch before the Switch came out, but yeah, no, I would just always rather have the option of physical, especially, at least for the time being. I still got my Best Buy membership, so I still buy digital anytime I buy new games, just to save money. But also because, like, physical games are just more valuable, like, because you actually own them.
Depends on the game. Those lovely always online games that I love that you hate.
Those are, yeah, I mean, those are like even more glorified rentals than digital games are, so yeah, no, that's true.
Like Final Fantasy XIV, it cracks me up that you can go to the store and buy discs for the expansions and stuff like that.
Yeah, yeah.
They're fucking pointless. I don't even know if there's an actual disc in the case. You just get a code. And then you take the code, and then you apply it to your account, and that's that. That's how you get expansions. The discs are, even if they're disc in the cases, they're fucking coasters.
Yeah, that is crazy when they put like codes in cases. And I think it happens sometimes when they do console bundles too. It's kind of ridiculous.
What is
Let's
it?
just go.
There's a Switch game that's coming out soon that they're not even doing a physical release for. I mean, they are, but the physical release just has a code in the case.
I know the Resident Evil Revelations collection on Switch, only the first game is on the card, and then you have to download the second game, which sucks because it's the much bigger part of the collection. It's like 23 gigabytes. But yeah, I mean, Nintendo seems to be pretty cheap when it comes to those cards. They don't want to make, you know, bigger cards, and so yeah, people are limited with certain games, unfortunately. That's why we end up having to buy fucking 400 gigabyte SD cards and shit.
Which is wonderful.
I mean, it's wonderful to have, but not wonderful to have to pay for, that's for sure.
True, but I have like 200 and something gigabytes free on mine now.
Yeah, I have less than that. I had a 200 gigabyte card before, so just reinstalling all of that alone, I only had like 170. I don't know, you want to switch to something else now?
Sure.
Alright.
Sorry.
I mentioned it, but I mentioned it, but did you have Ghost Recon installed?
I have it installed. Is it updated?
Oh, yeah, that's true. I mean, it should be, because the automatic updates are supposed to work, but that's another thing that PS4 gets wrong. A lot.
I don't think they get it wrong. I think they do it on purpose for games that you don't play recently, so you just don't have constant updates and it taking up space.
I feel like they should give you a choice, though. Like they should make it so that, yeah, I mean, like you should be able to enable or disable automatic updates, and or have an automatic mode where if you haven't played it in a while, they automatically stop doing it. But you know, which is kind of how it is. I feel like they should let us choose whether or not we wanted to update forever, even if we don't play it for years at a time.
Yeah.
But that's because I like to actually play my games, even if I haven't played them in years. It's like I don't like to just like forget about them and dispose of them as soon as I finish. I mean, plus if that was like the idea, I mean, I think people would probably delete the games. But alright, so did you have to download updates, or?
Yeah. I'm gonna see how quick it'll take. I just need to make space. Try. Wildly unprepared for this podcast, clearly. Like I said, I've been super busy though.
Yeah. I mean, I know the other thing we have is Destiny 2.
Do have that. Don't know if it's updated.
I actually don't know if mine is either. Oh, no. My Destiny 2 is not updated.
Mine was recently, but
saying there's not enough free space. How much does it need? Like, you fucking motherfucker.
how do I have Alienation installed?
I have 47 gigabytes free space, and it's telling me there's not. How big of an update is it? Like, really? Fucking motherfuckers.
Oh, I just have a 21 gigabyte Ghost Recon Wildlands
Oh, Jesus.
update. I do have Alienation installed and updated. I don't know if you ever downloaded Next Machina or Magica 2. Those are co-op.
I have Next Machina, but not the other one.
Oh, I don't even know if Next Machina is co-op.
Yeah, I don't know either.
How about Tukiden 2?
That's co-op.
Yeah.
I haven't
It's
even
very-
started playing that though, so it's like there might be. I don't know what kind of intro it's gonna have. I mean,
It's a Monster Hunter-ish kind of game.
hopefully, yeah. It's like, have you started it yet?
Sure haven't.
I'm just worried it's gonna have like some like long intro. What about Onrush? Did you download that?
No.
That's like the type of racing game you would like, but no.
I saw a car, so I was very uninterested.
Only go-karts.
Only go-karts that fire banana peels and red shells.
And a bunch of other stupid shit. What about you? Yeah, you probably don't have Titanfall 2 anymore.
Not on PlayStation.
Where the hell is it? Alright, I guess we could try it and see if... I gotta get some use out of it.
Which?
Tukiden 2. I mean, I won it from PlayStation Lifestyle. And I haven't played it yet.
Oh, character creator.
Oh
I'll be here all
god.
night.
I'll just go with the default one. I don't give a shit. But I mean, if you'll be here all night, then I don't know. That might be a problem.
I'll try to make it as quick as possible.
What the fuck? That's a guy. Really? Fuck. That does not look like a guy.
It's all about the hair.
That's what I'm saying. Like it's got the head of a chick and then the like body of a dude. I guess I thought it was just like a really buff chick. What the fuck?
Start a new character later if I really want to see the story. Oh my god. Oh yeah, nice little lengthy introduction.
Uh-oh.
その夜、世界は暗闇に閉ざされた。
来たぞ、左舷。
The hell? Is that a Jesus tiger? He's like running on water. Where did he get Jesus' powers?
Oh, Jesus.
「戦域にいるすべての者の符に通達する。これよりこの地に第一次防衛線を築く。港に侵攻するすべての敵を排除し、鬼の存在は世に知れた。もはや我らが身を隠す理由はない。人目を気にせず鬼を撃て。
了解。
Why do they wear weird masks?
Just in case you made a really sexy Japanese avatar.
現時刻をもって横浜防衛作戦を発動する。市外の鬼を排除し防衛線を押し上げろ。人の世は滅びの淵にある。救えるのはお前たちモノノフだけだ。無駄死には許さん。一匹でも多く鬼を撃て。
本部より特務隊千里眼による索敵を開始。街路に多数の餓鬼を確認。殲滅し進路を確保せよ。鬼の死骸は正気の苗床にいる。捨ておくな。鬼払いで片付けろ。
Yeah, these games are fun, but after playing through a Monster Hunter for the first time, they're very clearly the poor man's Monster Hunter.
外様の兵士か。今は助けられない。相手にするな。
There's this, there was a 2-Kiden 1 that I played on Vita. There was Soul Sacrifice, which was good, but a little difficult to solo. Some other stuff.
Huh. Yeah, I have Soul Sacrifice on Vita and Freedom Wars, but never really played them.
Stuff. Freedom Wars was a little too heavy-handed on the require you to team up thing, though. I mean, you could do it solo, but the problem with those games is they all very clearly wanted you to play with other people. Soul Sacrifice did a pretty good job of being able to solo most things, but it was still kind of tough in a lot of places. Even Monster Hunter is pretty tough, and it's highly encouraged to group up.
It kind of seemed like the same for Monster Hunter to me, but I only played like the beta. Like it just seemed like that was meant to be played with other people, because even with people, it was pretty tough to beat. Like just the bosses in the beta, or like the hard ones at least. Actually, even the medium ones.
Yeah, the easy one was pretty easy. I don't remember which monsters where I was able to play most of the game by myself solo. There were a couple of missions that the monsters weren't super difficult, but it was just made so much infinitely easier with other people.
Yeah.
Because even if when you're playing solo, if you fuck up, that's it. It's game over. If you are with someone else, then you at least have a couple of extra chances to be able to pull it off, because if you die, you can be revived and go get back in the fight, but if you're by yourself...
Yeah, definitely. Like that's a problem with a lot of those games, or a lot of co-op games in general. Is like playing them solo, the ability to revive is gone, so it just makes it so much tougher.
I'm lying. I forgot how to play Monster Hunter. You have 3 resurrects, and that's shared between yourself and your group, but it's obviously easier. Well, that's not entirely true. You tend to usually get people who are skilled. It's unfortunate if you're in a pretty decent group and you're doing alright, but then you run into that one, like, shit player who takes all your group's lives. That's always pretty...
GTA was like that. Like, you had like a... Well, at least on like the easy or normal difficulties, like you'd have only a certain amount of lives for the entire group. And so it's like if you get stuck with a shit player, you're fucked. Like that kept happening to us. Like because there was 3 of us, 3 friends. We were just trying to find one extra partner to help us get through the heists, and yeah, we failed over and over again because of the one player taking all our lives, basically. Yeah, still playing the intro.
Yep. Probably will for only like 10, 15, 20 minutes.
Oh, jeez. This is what I was trying to avoid.
Yeah, it's probably better off just playing Splatoon.
Nah.
戦場で兵を指揮するのが私の役目だ。神羅号はどうした？この場から消えた。下船な。圧倒的優位な状況でなぜ？
How are those downloads doing though?
警戒を怠る。
I got about
港は抑えた。全員。 よくやった。
5 gigabytes downloaded on Ghost Recon.
Out of what, 20? Was it?
Yep.
Oh shit. Jeez, yeah. Says I got 20 minutes left on Destiny 2 as well.
間もなく横浜。
よし、本体の全員準備はいいな。数限りない地平線を埋め尽くすほどにな。北の地はすでに落ちた。ここで奴らの南下を食い止める。たとえどんな犠牲を払う。なんだあれは。
92 minutes on Ghost Recon for me.
Oh jeez. So that's not happening. So did you have Destiny 2 updated?
No. I did recently, but obviously there's a lot of updates for Destiny pretty often.
Yeah. Damn.
Although...
Huh? なんだこいつ。おい、博士。妙な奴が倒れてるぜ。
yeah, I don't know what co-op games you have.
帰るぞ。そいつはお前がおぶってやれ。
俺かよ。
Yeah, not. I don't know, I mean, I definitely have some, but it seems like one of us needs updates on one or the other. But hopefully this is the end of the intro, I don't know.
Are you still on that little Asian town on fire?
No. I just got the title screen, so hopefully that means the intro's over. Now I'm in some like little village or something.
You still got a bunch of it.
Oh shit.
Stuff to do.
Jeez.
Want to fire up Alien Nation?
Sure.
I'd also suggest trying to co-op something like Bloodborne, but I have absolutely no idea how to do that.
I do.
I'm not even entirely sure if I'm far enough in the game to be able to do that. Because I had a file, but I guess when I got the complete edition...
Pretty sure you are. Well, like, I don't think you have to be very far at all, because I think it fixes your level so that you can do it fine.
Just my old file is basically gone because I had the original game on a disc and then I ended up getting the complete edition digitally down the line, and the old file doesn't work with.
Wait, did you download the Surge? That's a free game this month, isn't it? The thing is, I don't know if that has any co-op in it. But if it does, I'm very close to the beginning anyways, so...
I'm not sure.
Well, it is... If you need to update it, the whole game is only 10 gigabytes, so the updates cannot be big. But I mean, if you have it, that means you downloaded it recently anyway, so I don't think they've done any, but let me look on the store to see if it does have co-op of some sort. Or actually, the store's being slow, so I'd probably be better off just Googling it.
Not downloaded.
Oh, there's no co-op mode anyways. Alright, well, I'm already loading up Bloodborne, so... But, pretty sure I know how, like, you need a certain item to invite a friend in, and I have it, so... Just gotta figure out which one it is. And what part of the game are you in?
About to find out.
Because I can always backtrack if I need to, but I'm actually not that far from the beginning anyways, like... Because I'm still in the main city, sort of. Well, plus I can always fast travel or whatever it is.
Like I said, I had a file and I can't use it with the current version of the game that I have.
That's annoying.
Which is pretty obnoxious, yeah. Let's see. Load game. I have a level 13 character that's been playing for 1 hour and 12 minutes.
Well, I think I can go to like literally the beginning of the game and walk through to catch up to where you are. Do you know the name of the place you're at or whatever?
I have 2 lamps unlocked.
Okay, so yeah, I'll catch up to you. I'll get to the same spot you're in so we're not like fighting wicked difficult enemies or whatever.
Do co-op.
Alright, I'm trying to get like right to where you are, but I'm pretty sure this is the second lamp.
Central Yarnum?
Yeah, and it's like you have to climb up a ladder to get to it. And there's like you can go left or right. Unless the gate, well actually the gate on the left will probably lock for you, so. But let me see, which item is it? I know I got one. Wait, that can't be it. Oh, I think it's one of these. Either the beckoning bell or... Yeah, beckoning bell is to invite someone else into my world. Although actually I could go into yours. Wait, but does it let you actually choose friends? Like, uh-oh.
I don't know.
There's gotta be. Because I'm pretty sure I remember them talking about people playing with friends. Let me look it up. Because I definitely have the bell to... do it.
Okay.
There we go. Okay, everybody, welcome back to the channel. It's me, Bill, or something. Welcome to my first blood. This video we're going to take operative play, and we're going to be using the first.
You know, what would be cool is actually if we if like we could go fight the first boss. That would be fun.
We can. So, the easiest way to do it, if you go to settings of the network and then do a password,
Oh.
We put in a password, and in theory, that should match us together.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. Patchword matching.
Yeah.
What should we put as a password? About Matt Damon. Oh, not enough letters. What do we put?
I was going for Cloudy Bastard, but that doesn't fit either.
How about just Cloudy?
With a chance of meatballs? I like it.
Alright, yeah, I put Cloudy. And, alright, so now, you put Cloudy too, right? So now if I think, if I ring, where is it? The small resonant bell, it'll put me in your game, I believe.
Okay.
Since we both got the password set, so. Let's see if it works. I hope it lets me keep all my stuff. I ring it, I don't know what's happening now.
See what happens
if
I
it still says it's searching. Oh, maybe I don't know if you do, but maybe you have to ring the other bell.
I just did that.
Yeah. Hopefully that works. Yep, discovered the chime of a beckoning bell. Nice.
Cool.
Nice.
See if I remember how to play backstep roll. Okay. First boss.
I should remember how to get to him once we get moving, but at the movement, yeah, I don't. There's a dude in here somewhere, hiding in the corner. Oh, I see him right there. Yeah, see, I hit him with one hit and kill him because I got, like, you know, upgraded shit.
What level are you?
70.
Oh. Jesus.
Yeah. Yeah.
Level 13.
Does it tell you how much time you've played?
When you first log in, if you load the game.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't think I can find out now, but it's gotta be a lot of time. I know I played it a lot. Oh!
Boss is somewhere.
He's right over there, yeah. Over this way. Now... there are wolves over there, and they're a fucking pain in the dick. So if we can avoid them, we should. Speaking of pain in the dick, these crows are a pain in the ass as well. Can you, like... yeah, that you can do that. I thought there was, like, you could throw a pebble to get him away from them as well, but... I got a lot of stamina too, so that helps. Yeah, one hit with those. It's nice being overpowered.
Well, this should be quick and easy.
Let's go. What does it mean by the final battle?
I hope that it doesn't mean that it's just a one and done.
Oh, he hit me. Do you notice that scream he does right there? It's the same as the divine beasts or the Ganon beasts in Breath of the Wild. Same exact sound. Wait, what's the health button? Oh, it's triangle. Okay. Oh, you know what? I think it actually scales my health down to yours. Because I know I had way more than that before. Nice. That was cool.
It's a lot harder than I remember being.
It's time to bid farewell. What the fuck is that supposed to mean? No! Really? What, so they only let you do one boss fight at a time?
I guess so. It's shit.
So what does that mean? I mean, I still have both bells, like, I can still use them, so.
And I got insight just now to ring it again.
Oh, that's right, you need insight to do it. I have 10 insight, so. Yeah. Do you want to try the reverse and see what happens? Because oh yeah, it definitely did scale my health and stamina actually to yours. So I think it'll do the reverse if you join me. The only thing I'm afraid of is what if it doesn't for the weapons?
I don't think it will, nor will it scale stats. I don't think.
I think it does, but I don't. Because it scaled me down, but it didn't scale my weapon damage down. Like, my weapons were still super powerful. So maybe that would be the problem, is the weapons. Or at least it didn't seem like it scaled it down, because I don't remember being able to kill those crows with one hit when I first got the Kirk hammer, so I'm not sure. I mean, yeah. I don't know. Because I did look at my stats briefly, but I didn't see what it said as far as, like, vitality. Maybe I should check that next time. I should also, I should keep an eye on the weapon damage, too, see if that changes. Because I know for a fact that the HP was, like, less than half of what it is now that I'm back in my own world. So I don't know, how do you want to handle it? You want to just go further on your world, or see what happens if we do the reverse?
What item did you say that you used?
For me to go into your world, it was small resonant bell.
I don't have that.
Oh, okay. That settles it then. I'll have to join yours then. Because you have the beckoning bell, but not the small resonant. So actually, I mean, we can play it further. Maybe we can get to the second boss, who was a fucking pain in the ass for me when I first fought him. And it might still be even now, just because my health is, you know, way lower. But at least with the weapons, it should be easier. And 2 people.
That was the dude who turns into the werewolf, right?
Yep. He's a pain in the dick.
Of shit.
Yeah, he fucking sucks. Blood-starved beast, and then forget the name of the other one. Those were the ones I had the hardest time with. The easiest one was actually one of the later ones. I forget his fucking name, but he was like this big, ugly-looking boss, but he was actually super easy.
The one with the spiders?
No, it was after that, and in a totally different. I think it was in Old Yarnum, I believe, at the end of that. I mean, if I just look a list of the names, I'll recognize it. But yeah, no, Rom the Vacuous Spider, I did have a hard time with that, but not. I didn't get stuck on it bad like I did with Blood-Starved Beast, which was the worst, toughest one for me. By far.
I can't remember many of the names.
Yeah.
I just remember Father Glaskion.
Yeah, that's the second one. There was another one that I never, like, I tried to fight a couple times, but he was an optional boss, so I never actually beat him, but he was like that big werewolf-looking thing that was electrified. Forget his name. Oh, Vicar Amelia was the other one that I had had problems with. Oh wait, no. Maybe not if that's in order. Oh, but the one I was just talking about, the one that's electrified, is called Dark Beast Parl. He was a fucking pain in the dick. Oh, maybe I just went out of order. But I think Vicar Amelia is, yeah, one of the ones I had a hard time with. Yeah. Yeah. I rang the bell, so I don't know if you did. Oh.
Beckoning bell. Can't use.
The one reborn is the one that was the easiest. He's this big, ugly looking one, but he was actually pretty easy. But yeah, the one I was stuck on was a Michael Lash. And he's like, at least on the list, he's the 4th from last, so I must be close to finishing the game, or not including all the optional bosses, which I think most of which I never fought, or didn't even try to. There's a bunch of shit in this game that was fucking really weird and cool. Like the fucking, there was some forest with these giant snake things that was like a really cool part. Plus that on the way to the spider one, those fucking weird looking like fly looking things, those are weird too.
This whole game is creepy and Lovecraftian. Dark Souls and Demon Souls was all fairly medieval standard fare, I'd think. Yeah. And Sekiro is pretty Japanese standard fare, I'd say, between Japanese lore and, you know, stuff like that, Oni and samurai and all that.
Yep.
Whereas this is very, very Lovecraftian. I couldn't use the bell where we were just at, so I had to come back here to use the bell.
Oh. Huh.
I don't remember where to go.
Oh, do you have the saw cleaver?
Yeah.
Yeah, because we want to go to the next boss, right? I know where to go, actually. But where's my... Oh yeah, I should check my stats to see if they did level down the... No, I think it's just... Yeah, the HP got leveled down. Instead of 1123, it's 589 now. But I think everything else stayed the same, yeah. That kind of sucks. Because I get hit a lot, especially because I haven't played in a while. But yeah, to get to the...
keep one-shotting things, and it won't be a problem.
Can't one-shot everything. Yeah, see, the fucking gun never works.
You gotta, like, time it just right, like that. Pure fucking luck. I'll take it, though.
That's why I never use it. It's fucking... It never works for me. Oh wait, I'm in your world, so this shortcut might not be there yet. Yep, no it doesn't, so we gotta go the long way.
I did it. Oh, down the street and...
Well yeah, because you go down there and then you cross that bridge over there and they throw a big thing that's on fire at you. But, yeah, to get there, I think we might actually need to go through the, sewers. Bad dog. Or maybe
all
we
these
go
dogs,
through
that's right.
Here. Bad dog. Although there are some side quests, I think, that you can still do. Like, there were certain weapons I couldn't get because I went too far. Oh yeah, there's some, like, chick that, if you fight her, you can get her weapons and stuff, and they're supposed to be pretty good, but I think one of the weapons is called Ludwig's Blade, and a lot of people like that one, and I went too far in the game and couldn't unlock it because of that. Shit. Oh no! I'm falling. Oh, I got my health back by stabbing though. That's nice. Oh, this guy's shooting at me? How dare you? But yeah, I want to say that to get to that bridge, we need to go through like the sewer area down here. Where'd you go? Oh, I see you. You didn't fall.
I did fall. There was another shiny that I wanted to get.
But pretty sure we can go down this way. We just gotta watch out for that giant pig.
That I do remember.
I want to say it's this way to the right.
Oh yeah, this area's bringing it back. Some memories.
There's weird dudes down there too. Wait, let me see how it goes up here, because I feel like that's where that lady is. So we can kill and steal their weapons. Maybe not. Oh. I think this actually leads back towards the start, but this is a shortcut that you might want to open up. I think it is.
No idea where you went.
Oh, I went up the ladder. There's a ladder.
I see you.
Okay, yeah.
It sucks. I vaguely remember all of this, but I don't really remember any of it.
Yeah, I'm like familiar, but not. But I think, yeah, I think up this ladder there's a shortcut to unlock. Yep. Closed by the. Oh, okay. Here's the device. But yeah, you might recognize where we are once we go through these gates, but we actually do want to turn around after. I just wanted to open this up for you. But do you remember this spot? There's the guy who bangs on the door. And then on the other side there was that fire that they were all standing around.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's from, like, you know, the start. So.
Isn't this the right way then?
No.
To the boss, we go up this way to the...
I don't think so. I think that's to the first boss. Yeah. All right. Oh. We gotta go back down that ladder. Yep. Oh wait, yeah, if you hold circle, you slide down it. That's right. Take a lot more damage than most. Oh yeah, there's some that jump down from above. I think there's something over here. No. Or maybe it's over there, there's something in there.
That bastard.
Oh, there's the piggy.
I do remember there's a way to...
Oh, I think there is a way to get around him. Yeah. Well, also, once you actually get across that bridge, you can actually go down another ladder and then you end up behind him. So actually, maybe this is the way to get to the bridge. Yeah, this is the bridge right here. Alright.
Yeah, and this is the one with the fire.
And this is the shortcut right here.
Yep. Okay.
Wait, currently inoperable. Yeah, that is weird. I can actually go up here and get rid of the fireball at least.
I guess I activated it by using it.
Here it comes.
Just walked right into that.
Oh shit. It's funny. Oh yeah, down that ladder is where you get to the pig.
Let's go fuck him up.
Uh-oh, he sees us. Uh-oh.
Run away.
I think you have to like walk up to him slowly to sneak up behind him. Yeah. Actually, yeah, that shit works in Dark Souls too, because I tried sneaking up behind those Dark Knights to try to kill them, and like you get the critical hit on them, but yeah, no, they still end up killing you. Fucking, they're so tough.
Oh yeah, I actually got that. Forgot I've been playing it a little bit.
Yeah.
On Switch.
Yep.
Something we could do sometime.
Yeah, because I think there's co-op on that too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Really? These guys are a pain in the ass. What the fuck?
Well, good news is, blood vials are very plentiful.
Alright.
Yep, here we go. This fucker guy. I remember cheesing the shit out of it. And just like putting him between...
Yeah.
Putting tombstones between me and him.
See, I tried to, he just kept smashing through everything. I think there are certain ones he can't get through those, so we can use those.
I just don't remember which is the problem. The thick ones, not the singular ones, but the clumps and clusters.
All over the shop.
Yeah.
You'll be one.
Or maybe the like the big tree that he's sitting there in front of, hopefully.
Let me up this set as tombstones is safe.
It's just like the second phase that's the problem, really. Yeah, that helped. Uh-oh. I think we got insight from that, though, so that's cool.
I went from, what, 3 to 2 to 6?
Oh, nice.
Well, 3, and then I used the build down to 2, and then by beating him, yeah, I got 4.
Keeps putting me like right back in the same spot too. But I can take that shortcut to get back there, I guess. Oh wait, I didn't realize how late it was. It's already midnight.
That it is. Fuck it, you know what? I'm down to play this some more later. At some time.
Yeah. Yeah, it was actually pretty fun.
I forgot how fun this game is.
Yeah, it's good. I mean, it like it helps having 2 players because it is definitely easier that way.
Oh yeah, I just got gang raped basically by the dude.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, we beat him on the first try, so that's pretty good. Because that one I got stuck on pretty bad solo. That's pretty cool. Nice.
And I'm still downloading Ghost Recon Wildlands.
Oh, really?
Only 14 gigabytes to go. It jumped up to 6 hours though, because I went online.
Destiny 2 at least.
Oh yeah, my Destiny 2 finished as well.
Yep.
Let's see.
So that's nice.
So I officially previously beat that boss, Vicar Amelia, Shadow of Yarnum, Rom the Vacuous Spider, and that's it. Trophy-wise. Cleric Beast, Bloodstarved Beast, Witch of Hamwick, Dark Beast Parl.
Oh, see, yeah, I didn't beat him. He was a fucking pain in the ass.
Those are the trophies I have for
once I found out
killed.
He was optional, I gave up. But yo, did you see that fucking new dynamic theme for God of War they gave for free? Pretty fucking sick.
I did not, but I
should check it out. It's sweet. I like it. It's got fucking big ass Jormungandr sitting there, staring down at the mountain. He's just staring at the mountain for some reason, but it works. It's cool.
That's cool. I'll definitely check that out.
Of course, Kratos and Boy sitting in the boat. Boy. Yeah, I guess they put it out for free because of the anniversary. But
Yep.
But yeah, we stopped talking about PS5 a while ago, so
Well, there's not too much to talk about.
yeah.
It's Mark Cerny doing a quick interview with, I don't remember even who it was. Wired?
I don't either, yeah.
Washington,
Something.
New York Times, he did some random interview and he just briefly talked about some features of the PS5 without committing too much because it's April of 2019 and the console is not coming out till at the earliest next holiday, I would say. 2020, October, November, probably November.
Fuck. There's something about DualShock 5 having a camera for VR. That doesn't really make sense.
No.
Like, how would that help? Oh. Maybe it would. Like, what if instead of having the camera, you know, as the, you know, the thing that's sensing a bunch of glowing objects, what if the camera is the glowing object and everything else has cameras on it? That might actually be more accurate since the glowing object would be stationary and they could even have like it arranged in a certain way that it would know exactly what angle you're pointing it at from. In addition to the accelerometer and gyros that are in the controllers to begin with. That might actually work better than the current setup, but I think the best possible option is to have more than one sensor. Like, I really think there should be sensors all around the room. Like, I think there should be 4. And, like, because there are issues with the whole glowing light thing. Because if your room isn't dark, it can mistake other lights in the room for, you know, controllers. And that's not good. That's why actually a lot of the times when I play VR I shut off all the lights because it does help tracking a little bit. So it's like, what if they change it so it's like a little device with a bunch of LED arrays on it, and then the actual cameras are on the controllers themselves instead. That might actually be cheaper if they're built in, but I'm just like, you know, I guess the other problem is battery life again.
I would hope that they have multiple iterations of the DualShock, and if that's the case, I would prefer...
Yeah.
Because the light bar is a pain in the ass if you don't have VR.
I don't see it as a problem. Never did.
I mean, it's not a problem in terms of like aesthetics, but I mean, it's a battery...
Oh,
it's not a fantastic battery killer, but for someone who's never gonna have VR,
I don't think it should be. Like, because it's just an LED. Like, LEDs take very, very little energy. Like, I would be surprised if that was the reason, and not just that the battery is just straight up small. I don't know how the battery size compares to PS3, but I wonder what the hell it really is, because I have a hard time believing a little LED is really causing the battery to be as bad as it is.
Well, I am fairly positive that the real cause of the battery issues is the touchpad.
That could make sense because it is something that's constantly on. Like, it constantly has to have an electrical signal going through it because it's capacitive. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and it's touch and tactile, and it's buttons everywhere, and it's a little trackpad and all of that stuff. Yeah, just I really, if that's not the case, then it has to be something like a shit battery for cost savings.
Yeah.
But I don't know why they would do that, because the DualShock 3 had a pretty fantastic battery life. I don't know why they would go
pretty good.
back so
Not as good
much.
as the Switch controllers, though. Like, I don't know what they put in that thing, but it's fucking insane.
The Pro controller is absolutely amazing.
Yeah, that's what I mean, the Pro controller. Although the Joy-Cons, from what I know, I'm pretty sure those are pretty good battery, too. I think. I don't know. I've never really had them disconnected for that long, but definitely longer than PS4, and it never was an issue. So...
But yeah, I should probably go to sleep before I'm too exhausted tomorrow. Waking up at 5 or 6.
Oh jeez. Yeah. All right, man. I'll catch you later, and bye YouTube and Twitch.